and welcome to another in our series of Career Pathways with Ellie Brown.
Currently making percussionists and band leaders take note all across the country is a master drummer named Andrew McMullen. He recently toured with a show band through Europe on the Queen Mary 2 and with a punk band across Canada. And out there, they're calling him a second Buddy Rich. Andrew teaches with his friends in this white stucco building on Willowdale Avenue in the heart of North Toronto. Hello, Andrew.
Hey, Ellie.
Andrew, everyone has a career journey. You know, what the path a person takes in life to get to where he wants to be. Can you describe to my friends at York Elementary School your musical journey?
Well, I think I first started getting excited about music when I was about 11 or 12. My older brother talked my mother into buying a drum set so that he could start. And as you can imagine, when there's a drummer in the house, everybody can hear it. So I would hear my brother practicing, and I got really excited about maybe trying it myself. So I started drumming when I was maybe about 11 or 12, and I started to really enjoy it. I got hooked on it right away. So I was thinking about it all day. I would hurry home from school so that I could drum. And I was taught to find something that I love to do and figure out a way to make a living.
So tell about your brother?
He was starting. He brought the drums into the house and started, and he introduced me to some of the music, and got me excited about maybe learning myself.
Oh.
So there was 2 teenage drummers in our house, and my mother was very patient, very understanding, and she always said, people asked her, does it bother you, all this noise in the house? And she would say, at least I know where they are. They're in the basement doing something productive. So I had a really healthy outlet in the form of playing drums and learning music. And like I was saying, I was taught to find something that I love to do and figure out a way to make a living doing it. So that's what sparked my interest in music at the beginning. So then I had to figure out how to make a living doing it. So that gives you an idea how I got started.
Oh, cool. Life is full of surprises. What were the most surprising things that happened to you along the way?
I think some of the things, like you make a plan of how you want things to go. It never really goes that way, in my experience anyways. There's a lot of things that get thrown your way that you have to figure out how to adjust to. And that was the biggest surprise, that it wasn't just going to go the way I planned. It was going to unfold the way it was going to unfold, and I had to figure out ways to solve problems. I had to figure out ways to get by when I was making a lot of money. And over time, and just sticking with it, I've kind of developed a career for myself.
Next.
When I finished high school, I was always sure what I wanted to do. So when I began high school, as people do, they have their interview with your guidance counselor and you talk about your career, what you want to do. When I started high school, I said to my counselor, I want to go to Humber College and study music when I was in grade 9. So when I had it planned out. I knew what I wanted to do. I think from when I was young, somebody said, if you want to get really good and you want to study music, go to Humber College in Toronto. They have a great music.
That was the name of your college, Humber College?
Humber College is here in Toronto, over in Etobicoke.
Oh.
So I auditioned for that school, and I got in, and I started studying, I don't know what the program is called now. At the time it was commercial music studies, jazz studies, so I went to music school. I went to Humber College for music.
Cool. What 3 skills were most important to your success as a drummer?
What 3 skills? What 3 skills are most important to my career as a drummer or a drum teacher?
Like a drummer.
A professional drummer?
Yeah.
So I think in the music industry right now, it's very difficult to make a living for a number of different reasons. I think one of the things that people really need, and is very important, is to have a large skill set with music. So it's good to be a specialist sometimes, but to have a broad understanding of a lot of different musical styles is very important. And also having some ability to teach and to share, because I can make a good chunk of my income teaching lessons, but it's a skill upon itself. Not everyone can teach. So I would say, number one, adaptability, like being flexible and having a broad range of knowledge. Strong work ethic. Some people think that musicians live a certain type of lifestyle, and that's not necessarily true. Any successful musician works his or her butt off every day. And the rock star persona that you see on the stage is, it's great to see on stage, but there's a whole lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes, and every day working hard to get better. So work ethic, it's true. Yeah, strong work ethic, and stick-to-itiveness, if that's a word. What's a better word for that? Tenacity.
Yeah.
A stick-to-itiveness, so that never giving up. Yeah, just I've never really seriously considered giving up and finding another career, because it's what I do. Simple as that.
If you could go back to the future and do a retake, would you do anything differently in the choices to make your drum career even greater?
If I could go back to an earlier time and do a retake, that's a good one. Was that the question? Compose your own question, that one?
I think so.
No, I don't think I wouldn't do anything differently. No, I always had my career path in mind, and I've always worked really hard. Everybody would. There might be small things I might have done differently, but no, I've always been very, very dedicated to my career path, and of course, there's always ups and downs and things like that. I've always tried to be a positive person and support the people around me. And, I don't think I would really change anything.
The kids in my class would love to hear you play the drums.